That's a very good question. I have a big problem with the direction the UK is going in terms of privacy, in terms of general human rights. So we left the European Union because we wanted more control. And the current government we have right now, they're also thinking of getting rid of a lot of those human rights obligations for governments that Europe and the European Union worked so hard to achieve. And one of the stories that really appalled me was when our Home Secretary decided that they're going to send immigrants on a plane and send them to another part of the world. And they think that it's okay to do that because these immigrants, they are second-class citizens, or they don't have the same human rights, or there is some kind of human rights exemption. And I was actually very pleased with the outcome this week to say that actually you can't rely on that, and human rights and these privacy rights of these immigrants are not actually up for negotiation. And you have to treat them with the respect and the dignity that you would anyone else. So this is the thing that's concerning me, is moving away from what we've been working so hard to establish with Europe all this time, and just watering away those human rights just because of whatever agenda the government might have. It is not there to serve the population. It is not there to serve the great British public. And that really concerns me. That really concerns me, because we've seen 2, 3 home secretaries now, and they just don't get human rights. They don't value human rights. And they started eroding those civil liberties. And that's what really concerning me. And what they have been trying to do is use things like COVID and the pandemic to wash away at those rights. And that's what concerns me right now, is the state of the United Kingdom, the state of civil liberties, and how those are trying, or how the government is trying to erode those. They were trying to get away with the UK GDPR and bringing in the data protection bill. Why? Why would you do that? Like, if that gives a great level of protection, if countries all around the world are trying to change or introduce new legislation to meet that kind of standard, which derives from the OECD guidelines anyway, right? Why would we trying to move in the other direction? Even the United States, yes, you can't agree on a federal wide one right now, but states are taking responsibility and saying, hey, we want to bring in some kind of privacy legislation. We want to make sure that our citizens are protected. If the whole world is moving in one direction, why is the UK government trying to move in the opposite direction? It doesn't actually make any sense. And I'm scared that it's like domino effect. Once you knock over the first domino, what's the next right that they're going to do? What's the next right? And the reason I really got into privacy is, for me, privacy is such a fundamental right, because when you impact someone's right to privacy, you automatically start impacting the other rights as well. So let's say, for example, I want to go to a protest. If I know that they're going to come with facial recognition cameras, then it's going to impact on that right that I have to freedom of expression. If I know I'm being monitored, then it's going to impact which buildings I go to and don't go to, who I actually go and spend time with and don't spend time with. So it starts impacting everything. And that's why privacy is so important to me, and that's why I'm so passionate, and I can do this for like 18 hours a day, and not get bored and not get exhausted.